Hey there, family. We are
Mountaintop
back
Network
with Motivational Minutes. This is Crystal M. Adair, and we are in it to win it. Amen. Motivational speaker and an author. Please go on Amazon.com today and order a copy of my book. It is called Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. I promise that it will only bless your life. Family, come October, bless God, I will have been on this earth some 42 years. And one of the lessons that I've learned is that sometimes God will allow adversity to happen just to get our attention. God will allow horrific things to happen. He will allow catastrophes to come. He will allow things of epic and historic proportions to manifest just to get us to recognize who He is and to call His name. Many of us right now are watching in awe everything that's happening in Houston, Texas, and many of us sitting in shock and disbelief at what unfolded in Charlottesville a few weeks back. But the truth of the matter is sometimes God will allow these horrible and awful things to happen to wake us up, to tell us to stop being complacent, to pull us from our comfort zones, to get us to recognize our shared humanity. That's right, to get us to see that fellow man, that fellow woman, or that child as one of us, one of humankind, not somebody who's different, not someone who should be treated differently or treated poorly just because they look the way they do. God is waking His people up. Sometimes it even happens in your personal life where you're finding that when you turn around, there's more strife, there's more struggle, there's more adversity. Well, God is waking you up. He wants you to pull closer to Him. He wants you to recognize your own strength. He's trying to get you to lean on Him and not onto your own understanding. God wants us to recognize Him because somehow we have forgotten who He is. So the challenge and the charge today, family, in as much as we want to feel discouraged and downtrodden about all of the atrocities that are happening in the world today, it is time for us to band together as a humankind, as children of God, recognize who He is and recognize our own power to get through all of this together. That's the reason why many of these adversities have come. All right, family, this is Crystal and Adair with Motivational Minutes. I love you. Please go out and get a copy of this book, Therapy, a memoir novella from Amazon.com. And as always, a shout out to Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice and these motivational minutes can be heard.
Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
You're listening to Mountaintop Network Radio.
Design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Red Tea Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
They said I'll be hollering and screaming. They said I could never talk good sports radio.
What you talking about, Will?
But I told them.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So I found out.
It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking.
So I saw the light talking sports radio.
I have seen the light!
So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed in the show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
And our callers are saying this, right? Man, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
No. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
for that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
Our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies, and y'all were inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like TV Green, man. That's what I like about Rev T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this. Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, when you tell them Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust. Because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. They scared to be who they are. They probably shouldn't be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me.
Let's get
at the real Rev T. That's right, the People's Redskin Hype Man. Talking a little bit of sports. I'd like to welcome you here, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, to the Rev T Sports Revival. We got a lot to talk about. I want y'all to lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me, y'all. We sit down and have conversations about the port. I said about the port. I meant about the sports. Y'all know what it is. Y'all ready? Man, let's go, y'all. We talking about September 6th, y'all. 2017 on the Wednesday. The hump day. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. The champ is here. Oh. Good morning to the people, man. I see y'all tuning in right here live, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I want to say good morning to all the people tuning in Facebook Live. Big brother Sherman Keith, big brother Daryl Jackson in the house, big brother Jerry Sutton, we see you, man. Big brother Michael Underwood, man. Always a pleasure, man, to have y'all sitting there tuning in, ride or die with me, y'all sitting here talking a little bit of sports with the people. I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. Come to Rev T Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Yeah, and where I know, you know, usually I like to start the show out with a lot of shadiggity bop and a shadiggity bang, you know, to talk about, to get the chops going and everything, but I really don't feel like that, man, though, right now. I said this before, you know, when it's something to talk about, it's something to talk about, but when it's not nothing to really talk about and to talk about, then yeah, you don't have nothing to talk about, you know? But I know what we can talk about, though. I know what needs to be talked about, though. Y'all ready for this? Man, let's jump straight into it. What's that Bama name for the Dallas Cowboy? The one who looked like a little Ewok. Somebody, come on, help me out a little bit. I know y'all tuning in. What's that Bama name? I know his name. I just want to hear one of y'all say it, see what type of twist y'all put on it or whatever to see how y'all may feel about it. You know what I'm talking about? What's Lil Chewbacca name? Lil Ewok, the Lil Ewok. Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, well, you know, the Bama, he got caught up in a situation. He got caught up in a whole lot of situations when it come to him and the Dallas Cowboys and where he's supposed to be at and what he be supposed to be doing when it come to his off-field activities. But at the end of the day, you know, when it really comes down to it, and you look at this scenario, Ezekiel Elliott was suspended for 6 games earlier this month by the NFL for some domestic violence situation that he got into with a former girlfriend or yada yada whatever. It's a lot of things that's up in the air. Question about the young lady's statement. Was it some false accusations to it that they've been leaning on when it comes to this thing with Ezekiel Elliott? But at the end of the day, you know, when it comes down to it, they tried to appeal the 6-game suspension that the NFL had put on him for domestic violence. And it was reported yesterday, first by NFL journalist Chris Mortensen, that the arbitrator, Harold Henderson, has decided to uphold Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension for domestic violence. Now, let's be honest. Some people are upset about this. Some people aren't, you know. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to this, I mean, how could I say this? Regardless if he put his hands on a young lady or not, regardless if she lied on him or not, for him even to find himself in a situation like that, knowing in the position that he's in as an athlete, knowing what his profile is as an athlete, then that's his stupidness. You know, that's the dumbness on his part. You can't blame the Cowboys for that. You can't blame the Cowboys. No, you can't blame the NFL for that. You got to blame Ezekiel Elliott for that. You already had a monkey on your shoulder already. Early in your career, you got this monkey on your back that you out of control, Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm talking as a sportsman now. I'm not sitting there trying to break something down like as if though I'm a Cowboy fan. Y'all know I don't love the Cowboys like that. But I'm just talking real and reality what it is. You got to blame Ezekiel Elliott's camp for the foolishness that he's caught up in. The people around him, and start with the family, starting with his homeboys, that allow him to get himself in this situation. And you can't be mad at the NFL for trying to address this thing when it comes to these players in domestic violence. Should none of these dudes that be sitting there, should no man, period, be putting his hands on no woman? Okay, let's get that all out the way, correct all together. That shouldn't be happening all together, period. But on top of that, though, listen here, though. What's so special about that is, look, though, man, it shouldn't even come to that level when you a man sitting there lifting 300 and 400 pounds weights at a time and you raising your fist to beat on a woman. And what's so sad is, y'all know it, you got a lot of these dudes that's cock diesel and strong as hell, and they'll beat on a woman all day long, but when you put them in front of a real man, a real soldier who don't give too much about nobody's size and what the size means to them, then you find a totally different type individual. You know, I'm never. That's why it's so easy for me to be around these football players and look at them just as people. I don't give a damn how many yards you ran for on the field. I don't care how many sacks you had or how many receptions you had or how many tackles or pancakes you had. Don't none of that mean nothing to me. You just a man. You just a man with a special gift to be an athlete. Just like I'm just a man with a special gift with this mouthpiece. Just like some other people, just a man that they good, you know, working, doing things with their hands. Or working on, at the end of the day, he's just a man. And when you look at this situation, exactly, Sherman Keith, he said he did coke in college. Exactly. So at the end of the day, same thing. You know, if y'all want to go a little bit deeper into this, it's a whole lot more I can say about the situation with Sue Cravens. If you didn't hear it on episode 245 of the Sports Revival, where I sit there and talked about this thing with Sue Cravens. But Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm not saying this as a Redskin fan, I'm just saying this as a human being. You get exactly what you get, Ezekiel Elliott, because you should have known better. Matter of fact, the camp around you should have known better. The people around you should have known better. So you can't start, and I'm saying this, you can't throw stones at the Dallas Cowboy organization for this. You got to throw the stones at Ezekiel Elliott. You got to throw the stones at the people that's around Ezekiel Elliott for letting it get to this point. This young man hasn't been in the league but coming into his second season, and he already got 3 monkeys on his back. He in his second season having a 6-game suspension out the gate. It's not good business. That's not good business. But once again, you have an example of where you have little boys getting paid a king's ransom to play a little boy's game. Did I just say that? Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do this and get this out the way.
Sometimes athletes do and say things that make you say,
you went and did it.
We decided we were going to have a conversation about it. Well, not so much a conversation, but kind of give an award. So sit back and relax, because it's the honorable, well, let him say it.
Come on down. You're the best.
I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y, period.
You big dummy.
Ezekiel Elliott, you are the big dummy for the day right here on Rev T Sports Revival. You dumb, Ezekiel Elliott. You dumb not because you a Cowboy player or you play for the Cowboys. No, you're dumb because you're making all that money. You're dumb, Ezekiel Elliott, because you're too stupid enough and your camp is too stupid enough to say, okay, he's a little bit out of control. We need to kind of taper him down a little bit, or put him in a situation where he doesn't have all of this foolishness going on around him. I'm just saying. But anyway, though, y'all, we sitting here live, y'all, right here at Mountaintop Network Radio. Y'all know what it is. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm so glad to be here with the people. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. So what we going to do, we going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back off of this break, we going to get funky. Funky like a monkey, y'all, doing our thing like a chicken wing. Y'all ready? Man, come on. Lace your boots up. Strap them up real tight. Yeah, and march with me right here live, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports. Man, I feel good on the Wednesday, y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Don't give me too much bill, don't forget y'all, the big man backyard. Gonna be right down there. They gonna be right down there on Walker Mill. We gonna be jamming down there. I ain't got nothing to do on Friday. It's all good. Hold us all. 14 banner. 14 banner. Let me get that right. Let me get that right.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Hey y'all, this is Claudette from Ruffle Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Ruffle Apparel. You can email us at ruffleapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
from Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my Motivational Minute.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. But you got to let that burden go fill up your soul. Now, here we stand, 2017, draft day. What happened on
Juju in the house, we see you. Yeah, Big Brother Julius Valentine. Kevin Coon, we see you, champ. We appreciate you so much, man. Yeah, Jose. Come and say Yamas, y'all. Big Brother Joseph Somerville in the house, y'all. We see you, man. We see the people as always. We appreciate y'all so much. Big Brother Kevin Root, y'all. Good morning to you, champ. Yeah. Man, you know I be glad to be here with the people, y'all. 703-763-4979. You want to call in, talk a little bit of sports, man. Put something out in the atmosphere. Get your mind revitalized right here on the Sports Revival. Before we went to break, we were just sitting there talking about the Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, and his downfall, his transgressions, and how we just had to get Alabama the You Big Dummy Award. Yeah, we gave it to him. That we ain't need no contender for that. Ain't no contender or no pretender to that. He's just a straight up big dummy of Bama. But if I can though, y'all, I want y'all to lace y'all boots up, strap them up real tight, and I want y'all to come on and open up your Redskin books right now. Can we do that? Y'all don't mind for a minute? Good. And when you open up your books, your Redskin book right now, I want y'all to turn to the page of Sewell Cravens. Right. Turn to the books of Sewell Cravens. Somebody let me know when you did. Somebody let me know when you on that page so we can start talking about this. Okay, is there one? Did y'all get the page yet? We all on the same page? We all on the same page? Okay, good. Now, let's talk about this thing with Sewell Cravens, right? And let me go ahead and just read the scripture, basically what it's saying in football contents when it comes to Sewell Cravens. He who is not wanteth to play shouldn't need to play if they're hardeth, if not is inneth to play. It goes on to read, those who chastise and criticize, one for not having a heart into something, one that criticize, one that say a man shouldn't have feelings or emotions about other things besides sports in his life. In other words, when you living in the glass house, you can't be throwing stones. And if y'all tuned in to episode 245 of the Sports Revival, you can go get it on Podbean, iTunes, Stitches, YouTube, wherever it might hit you at. And soon on tune in, y'all go to Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, and y'all can pick up the radio station. Gonna be running live on Tune In. We doing big things, y'all. Just a little upgrade here with ourselves. But at the end of the day, though, you know, when it come down to it, I said on episode 245, you know, let's not be so quick to start throwing stones at Sewell Cravens. Let's not be so quick to start saying, oh, he a sellout. I done heard people call that man bitches. Don't no man in this world like to be called no damn bitch. Sorry. And if you a man, and if you reading on social media or any place, somebody calling you that name, don't think it ain't gonna move you some type of way. Don't act like you wouldn't be offended. But yeah, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words never. No. Now, especially when you an athlete like that. But people want to throw stones. And what was so funny is, see, you can tell when people listen to the Sports Revival. You can even tell when people, and y'all know this, I got people in Redskin Nation, reporters, people that report the sports, people that had their own little podcasts, whatever, talking about the Redskins, whatever. These people blackball me because I'm too real for them. My haters, I'm not conditioned enough for them. I don't play that fiddle for them. So that's where the hate coming at. But you can tell when they listening to the Sports Revival, because on Sunday, them people was chastising Sewell Craven. On Monday, they was throwing stones at that man, calling him all types of names. But right here on Rev T Sports Revival, on a Monday morning, I said things otherwise when it came to Sewell Cravens. I put it out there for what it is. Football is good. Football is great. Football can get a man paid in his lifetime playing in the National Football League. But if your mind ain't right, then the physical can't get right. See, y'all worry about the man knee issues. Y'all worry about the man having concussions that's still lingering over, messing with the man's vision. Now, I was a little upset to know he had a hyperextended elbow, whatever, last year, but he was playing ping pong instead of trying to rehab and get himself together. But at the end of the day, though, if his mind ain't in the game, then you're going to have a player that go out there and not only can get himself killed, but he can get his teammates killed because he's not where he's supposed to be. He's not picking up the block or the blitz where he's supposed to be at to go attack or to cover. His mind. I'm not worried about a man's physical. A man's physical. Physical is nothing. But a man's mind, if his mind ain't functioning, if his mind ain't in it, then why would you even want him out on the field? I heard some people say, oh, he sure picked a fine time now to say he want to retire. No, he didn't. You got people talking to this young man about football. You need to get back so you can play football. Football. He ain't say you need to get back so your mind right, youngin'. They ain't say you need to get back. So maybe 4 or 5 years from now, you can have a family, you can have children, and won't have to nobody have to worry about if you're gonna sit up in that house and pull out a gun and just shoot them one day, cause you done lost your mind. Y'all act like I don't know what I'm talking about. But let me reiterate something to y'all. Let me remind y'all of something that they call it. They call it deja vu. I've been here before. Have you been here before? Have you seen this before? They want to throw stones at Sue Cravens. I could give a damn if that man ever played football again. Sad to watch the Redskins wasted a pick on him. They could have did something else with it. Sad that this young man going through the ridges and the ups and downs and trials and tribulations in his life. But things happen. And just like I told Sue Cravens on Monday, and I hope somebody took the time to say, Sue Cravens, take a moment and listen to Rev T. Tavon Fennell tell you one thing about this whole situation when it get right down to it, Sue Cravens. If your mind ain't in it, and your heart is yay heavy and a little bit troubled, Sue Cravens, go seek God. I said it. I know it's a sports show. But sometimes it's bigger than sports. It's bigger than football. It's about that man's spirit. It's about that man's mind. Go seek God. Go seek God, Sue Craven, before you seek anything, before you seek anybody else. You need to sit down and seek God and let God show you the way to go. Not Bruce Allen, not your teammates on the Washington Redskins, not us people that's just fans, not the media, Sue Cravens, not your mother, not your father, not your sister, not your brother, Sue Cravens, but you need to go see God. And then everything with Sue Cravens will be all right. Whether it got something to do with football or whether it got something just to do with Sue Cravens just living as a man with a sane mind. Y'all worry about football. Him being a football player. Let me tell you something. A football player is born every day. A football player dies every day. I'm gonna take a break right now, cause I done went somewhere that some people might not understand. I done went somewhere that some people might say, well, what is he talking about? I'm gonna take a break though, but I'm trying to tell somebody something. Sue Cravens. Somebody better tell that young boy, seek God. Where's Darryl Green? I'm just saying. We live, y'all, right here in Mountain Top Network Radio, man. It's the Rev T Sports Revival, y'all. Look, we gonna take a break. When we come back, y'all, we gonna keep rolling with this, man. I'm in Redskin mode. A lot of things happening in Redskin Park. We gonna talk about that, man. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. Everything is gonna be all right, y'all. 703-763-4979 is the number, man. I want to hear from y'all. I want to talk to y'all on Facebook Live. Go share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old. Come to the sports revival with at the Real Rev T. That's right, the Redskins, the People's Redskin Hype Man. Talking sports right here on Mount Top Network Radio, y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's go. March with me. Ow!
You make my day so bright, baby.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
Hey y'all, this is Claudette from Russell Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Russell Apparel. You can email us at russellapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
From Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minute.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Nation. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. But you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Burgundy gold. Now, here we stand. 2017. Be draft day. Yes. What happened on? That's just it, man.
Top Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm so glad to be here with the people. Man, good morning to Big Brother. I see you, Hey, I see you, Jonesy. Big Brother Jonesy Jones, see you, man. Yeah. I see you, man. You and Tamika, man. My family, man. My cousin, Viva La Casa, man. Hey, Jones, y'all know we need to know where y'all at. Y'all be moving around the whole lot. Big Brother Kevin Roof, we see you. Big Brother Jospin, JB Smooth Brandon, we see you, man. Hey, there you go right there. That's Steven Askins, y'all. There you go. That's the inside bliss in the house. Y'all know it, they cranked up a couple of levels in it. Yeah, man. Big Brother the Terrell Gardner, we see you, man. Big brother Antonio White. Good morning to you, champ. Good morning to you, champ. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post with the people. Let them know we doing here right here live, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. But listen here, though, y'all. I got to really go into something. I wanted to go back to some Redskin talk real quick. But before I do that, though, it's something that I really got to touch on real quick. And if you've been following us here on Mountaintop Network Radio on the Rev T Sports Revival, you know I've really been an advocate for what they're doing to Colin Kaepernick. The things that some of the former athletes are saying about him as an individual, about what he should do and how he should conduct himself, and maybe he should taper down and keep protesting things to himself. And still to this day, Colin Kaepernick hasn't been picked up by, I should say, an NFL team to play on. And we can go back and look at one thing that happened over the last week or so was that Brock Osweiler, that was formerly with the Denver Broncos a year ago, and then 2 years ago, and then was signed by the Cleveland Browns as a free agent last year. Okay, well, the Cleveland Browns, they let Brock Osweiler go. And as soon as Brock Osweiler hit the waivers, to our amazement and to our surprise, Brock Osweiler was picked up by the Denver Broncos again. And they just signed him basically for a bare minimum contract. Okay, they picked the man up. But yet and still, though, they didn't call in Colin Kaepernick. Now, you're going to sit there and tell me that a man that can't even get a starting damn job on a team, even after they done gave you the green light, even after they done gave you the money, and you can't even go out there and earn the starting spot on a damn team, you mean to tell me the Denver Broncos, you mean to tell me the NFL, you mean to tell me owners that you're going to tell me Brock Osweiler is better than Colin Kaepernick? See, when you know, let's talk about this. For what it is. You're going to sit there and tell me that, okay, Colin Kaepernick is better. Excuse me, not Colin Kaepernick. Brock Osweiler is better than Colin Kaepernick. But see, let me tell you something. It just shows you how much Colin Kaepernick is being bamboozled in the NFL. It shows you the level and the magnitude where all this has led to when it comes to Colin Kaepernick. But hold up, wait a minute. It goes further than this. You know, when you have the media and you have people like what's this Bama name? Jason Whitlock. Oh, hold on, let me pull it up. And if you tuning in right here on Facebook Live on Rev T Sports Revival, you can see the video footage of things that we talking about. I try to keep it posted with y'all so we all can stay on the same page. But Jason Whitlock put out a post yesterday that had this dude coming in dressed up like Colin Kaepernick, raising the fist up on the set of their show. And when you see things like this, and you see people do things like this, especially Jason Whitlock, an African-American man and a sports analyst, okay, when he puts stuff up like that on his thing and think, oh, it's the most funniest thing you ever seen in your life. It's funny to me. it's real funny to me. Did y'all see Kaepernick like that? Oh, it's real funny to me. And so, you know, at the end of the day, when you talk about this, let me scroll it down for y'all. I'm sorry. Scroll the picture down. I'm sorry, people. You know, when you look at the scenario and this whole thing and how it goes down, it shows you the magnitude of how this man is being blackballed. How they are blackballing him. How the media is even helping in the blackball of Colin Kaepernick. But when you see Jason Whitlock bring on a white man dressed in the Colin Kaepernick jersey on his show with his fist raising up, do you know that's some real insulting stuff right there. And people really don't look at the real disrespect that they're showing. Not only Colin Kaepernick, but a whole lot of African Americans in this world right now. And the thing about it is, Ray Lewis came out yesterday and he said that Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend kept him from getting signed by the racists because she kept making racist tweets about injustices that was going on and with the African American community. See, see, I know about that feeling of what they did to Colin Kaepernick. I understand about what's going on with Colin Kaepernick. When Ray Lewis come out his mouth and say, they didn't sign him because of his girlfriend. I done told y'all before, I got people that won't speak to me, that won't acknowledge me when I'm trying to address them or talk to them about sports, because they're mad, because they're angry, because I've posted things addressing white racism. I addressed it, white racists attacking my daughter. I addressed white racists sending packages to my house. Not once, but twice. I addressed white racists attacking me on social media. And some people say, I can't do it. I'm going to shy away from him. But it was the truth. So for Ray Lewis to come out his mouth and say that the Ravens didn't sign Colin Kaepernick because of his girlfriend racist tweets, I believe it. Now, see, this is where Ray Lewis once again has ran his mouth and messed up. Why did you once again go to the media, go on live television and say that dumb stuff out your mouth, Ray Lewis? Why? Why do you keep adding fuel to the fire? Cam Newton came out yesterday and said, you know, it's a shame that Colin Kaepernick hasn't been picked up by a team yet. Don't think that their peers don't notice what's going on. Don't think that people around them that really care and really understand what it is to be an African American don't understand what's going on here. Hell, I could tell you a local radio station that pulled that white privilege type thing there. I could tell you people that they'll talk bad about me all day long because I don't say the 5 magic white words when I'm talking sports. Sure, yeah, great, thanks, how are you? Awesome. I don't say none of that dumb stuff out my mouth. See, y'all don't want to hear this. I told you when you come to the sports revival, don't come for the condition, because I ain't conditioned here. I'm just telling it like it is for what it is. They done blackballed the man. They done shut the man down again. And Ray Lewis got to come out and say, oh, yeah, they blackballed him because of what his girlfriend did. Oh, yeah? Well, ain't nobody blackball you, and you be the murder rap, Ray Lewis. See how soon we forget. It wasn't that you didn't commit the murder necessary, Ray Lewis. We'll never know the true truth behind that. But what we do know, Ray Lewis, is you had a whole lot of money that you got when you got drafted. You had a couple of endorsements when you got drafted. So guess what? You had money to go out and pay one of the best damn lawyer teams in the world to go defend you, not your buddies, but you, Ray Lewis, for a murder rap. But you want to continuously sit there and throw stones at Colin Kaepernick. You want to sit there and continuously go publicly about things that's going on with this Colin Kaepernick situation, instead of pulling that young man to the side and talking to him one-on-one, personally. But you call yourself being a man, Ray Lewis. You call yourself being real, Ray Lewis. You call yourself, been in the trenches, been here, done that. So why do you constantly sit there and try to throw stones on this man in front of TV? See, don't nobody want to talk about this. Don't nobody want to say, yo, Jason Whitlock, man, this is a straight disrespect to that man. See, it's white people that laugh at that. Sorry, and think it's funny. Y'all don't want to hear. Y'all don't want to hear this. Michael Underwood say Ray Lewis is the Monica Lewinsky of the NFL. Kevin Coons say Cap's a hero for his consciousness. That's right. And the thing about it is, and Mike Underwood say, trust me, Red, most coaches in the NFL would love to have Colin Kaepernick deep down, but they won't want the voice. It's Red because they would get a backlash from the owners. Exactly. They know this. Why you think they bamboozling the young man? Why you think they got the 8 ball up on the damn table when it come to Colin Kaepernick? If you say too much, if you ain't saying what they want to say, if you're not saying the 5 magic white words, sure, great, yeah, thanks, how are you, awesome. If you're protesting about injustices for America, they will blackball you. And as soon as they get in your face, they'll smile and grin like they're your buddy. And as soon as you walk away, they will blackball you from afar. I know the feeling. I know what it is. I know how people are. But this thing with Colin Kaepernick is really out of control. And it's really out of hand. But most of all, it's really unfair to that young man and his athletic ability. I don't worry nobody's feelings with the word, with the truth. But it is what it is, man. And at the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick is truly being bamboozled by the NFL. He really is. But look, though, I tell y'all what, we're going to go ahead and we got 7 minutes left. We're going to do an hour today. Let's just go ahead and do some station identification real quick. And then I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that the Washington Redskins did as far as transactions, some teams captains that they named for this year. And then we'll really go ahead and start to do the preview of the Redskins and the Eagles. Let's start and do that on the Thursday. And then maybe I could get some of my bros in the business that talk some Eagles and sports when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles on the show with us tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a station identification real quick, and then I want to break some things down with the Washington Redskins. We right here live, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. I'm so glad to be here with the people. Y'all make sure y'all go to Podbean, iTunes, Stitchers, YouTube, wherever it might fit you to get some of that good sports talk. that we do here right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. And as always, I encourage the people, man, if you think you got what it takes to do a little bit of talk radio. And notice I said talk radio. I didn't say sports radio. I said talk radio. You think you have what it takes? Get up with me. We can try to make that happen today. And it won't hurt your pockets too tight. But listen here, though, y'all. The Washington Redskins, they signed running back Chris Thompson to a 2-year extension yesterday. And you know, my hat's off to Chris Thompson because he just came a long way. You talk about a man that started out on the practice squad that moved himself up to the ranks within the years. And you know, you can't knock that. You can't knock it. You can't knock it. You can't be like, okay, oh well, yada yada, woo woo woo. Congratulations to Chris Thompson. He's about the only damn veteran running back the Redskins got on the roster. You better keep him around. And you know, he has really earned his spot. And I didn't watch Chris come up through the ranks. So congratulations to him. On another note, great Jay Gruden, he addressed the situation with Sewell Cravens by saying we're all here for Sewell Cravens. And he was pretty much somber about when he was speaking about it, and he didn't want to elaborate on it, and he left it like that and moved on. But on another note, though, y'all, the Washington Redskins, they done named the team captains for the year. DJ Swearinger, that's not a surprise to me. Kirk Cousins, about time. Trent Williams, that's not surprising to me. Niles Paul, though. Not surprising, but you would think that maybe more of a Josh Norman or something might have had stepped up. You might think they probably needed another kind of defensive leader, Josh Norman, so to speak. But who am I, though? It's not Will Compton this year. And from what I understand, and from what I'm hearing, just from a little birdie, that Will Compton, he's still liked in the defensive scheme, but he's also not liked in the defensive scheme. And that's just not from me saying it, from a little birdie that they saying out in the Redskin Park. You see Will Compton getting a lot of reps with the second team more so than the first team in practice. I told you, when you sign a player for a 1-year contract for the veteran minimum that you would give somebody that was drafted in the 6th round of the NFL, not a 2 to 3 year contract, but a 1-year contract, and you sign a whole bunch of linebackers on top of that, your position here with the Washington Redskins won't be very, very, very long. I'm just saying. I'd be surprised if Will Compton make it through the whole year on the Washington Redskins roster. Oh, I know I done pissed some of y'all off with that. But y'all will be all right, though. But anyway, though, y'all, we going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing up. I want to appreciate everybody, man, that sent, man, my family and myself some love and support and prayers. I buried my Aunt Curry yesterday. My great Aunt Curry, she was 98 years old. So they say. But really, my grandmother would have been 98, and that was her oldest sister. So she could have been about 103, maybe 104 years old, but for whatever reason, she was 98 years old by paperwork that had to be filed. And rest in peace to my Aunt Curry. I want to send a big shout out to St. C. Stephen's Baptist Church over there in Suitland, Maryland, for making sure everything went smooth and she had a good homecoming service, and also Suitland Cemetery. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I just again thank all of y'all for all y'all love, prayers, and support. Y'all don't know, sometimes, man, a good word from a person, man, can always see you through. And before I get you, Mike Underwood say Breeley won't make it through. You know what, Mike Underwood? it might be some truth to that, Slim. And good morning to Big Brother Scott. We see you, Austin. We see you this morning, man. Good morning to you, Chan. But look, though, man, we about to get ready to get up out of here. But now y'all want to come in and talk a little bit of sports. I see y'all, but we're going to go back to the 2-hour format next week, y'all, right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio. But listen here, though, man. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. And always remember, man, don't be no Judas to your friend. Love somebody. Love somebody. Love somebody. Love somebody. Love somebody. Just sleep inside.